your dog needs a seat. I'm afraid we paid for those. Hey, so this is my first post here and it's P short because I can't remember much as it happened last February. So, my mum and I were going up to Aberdeen from Inverkeithing to visit my auntie, my awesome lit cousin, my other cousin and his, at the time, wife as it was their baby gender reveal. We booked our train via Virgin Trains, who are super cool with crazy passengers and such, and their prices were very cheap for February. We boarded at Inverkeithing train station and found our seats, only to find that an approximately 50-year-old woman was sitting in our table seat with her bags at one side and her small dog, I think it was a Scottie, taking up the other two seats at the other side. The following conversation ensues, me, quite obvious, mum, EW, entitled woman, TL, ticket lady mum, checking our seat numbers and making sure that they were definitely our seats. Hi, there, would you be able to move your dog so we can have our seats? EW, why? He needs a seat and nobody is sitting here mum, these are our seats, we booked these in advance. EW, getting up and moving her dog in his blanket. Fine mum, and I sit down with a polite, thank you. To be honest, we weren't too peeved, we'd gladly let her sit there even if we'd paid for them. I sat on the aisle and squished my small suitcase into the legroom. Mum had hers in the luggage compartment because it was the larger of the two and there was hardly any more room for mine. The woman almost screams. I quickly pull my suitcase out of the legroom and quietly ask if she's alright. EW, you hurt my foot with your case. Me, I didn't push it in too hard, I'm sorry if it did hit you. EW, why don't you just put it in the luggage? Mum, because it's full. Why else would we have it with us if there was any room? EW, well, I'm not comfortable mum, too bad, these are our seats. You can either move or deal with it. The entitled woman gets the ticket lady's attention, she was coincidentally serving the people across from us. EW, excuse me, but these people have forced me to move my dog and have hurt my foot mum. To the woman, these are our seats though. You're welcome to sit there if you want but we paid for at least 2 seats. TL, to mum, these are your seats. Mum nods and hands the ticket lady our tickets to prove she bought the table seats and the lady checks the tickets in the seat tops, those also prove we bought them as they have our names on them. TL, handing mum our tickets back and turning to the woman, I'm sorry, but these people have paid for these seats, I'll have to ask you to move. EW, but what about my dog? TL, you really shouldn't have a dog on board unless you bought seats for it, may I see your tickets? The woman hands the lady her ticket and she checks it, seeing she hasn't paid for her dog or booked in advance. TW, I'm sorry, but you haven't paid for your dog and you haven't paid for seats in advance, I'm afraid you'll have to move. EW, but my dog needs a seat. TL, your dog will have to sit on your lap, please move. EW, turning to mum, you're a horrible person, you took my dog's seat. Mum, we paid for these, you didn't. The ticket lady had to get security and she got moved to another cabin with her dog and her bags. We never heard about what happened to her but the lady came and apologized for her actions, we were chill and had a laugh about it. TLDR, woman has our pre-booked seats, whines about not having a seat for her dog, continues to whine about not having a seat for her dog, calls mum names, gets moved to another cabin. Hope this wasn't a pain to read. Edit. 120 upvotes in under 24 hours. Thanks fam. I'm surprised I even got one.